So there is more evidence tonight of the deep unhappiness at the heart of the Foreign Office about the government's policy towards Gaza. After the Foreign Office Minister Baroness Warsi quit yesterday in protest at the government's failure to condemn Israel's actions, Channel 4 News can reveal that senior Conservatives say one of her colleagues in the same department also considered resigning.
He's trying to get away from it all. But even at a Portuguese fish market, David Cameron can't quite escape the ructions and resignations back home. Last night, in an interview on this programme, Foreign Office Minister Baroness Warsi explained why she'd quit in protest at government policy towards Gaza. And she said she was by no means the only one to have deep concerns.
I've had a minister in a late-night conversation talking about resignation. You know, there is real concern amongst Conservatives.
Now, several senior Conservatives claim it was another Foreign Office Minister, Hugo Swire, who had discussed resigning. It's thought others in the department are also unhappy at Number 10's refusal to take firmer action against Israel. In a statement tonight, Mr. Swire told us,
"I want to be very clear. I have absolutely no intention of resigning whatsoever."
A temporary truce between Israel and Hamas entered its second day. But Israel's bombardment of the territory killed more than 1,800 Palestinians in 4 weeks, including 430 children. Despite the scale of the onslaught, Conservative cabinet ministers still refuse to describe it as disproportionate.
And just ask you whether you personally think the Israeli action in Gaza has been disproportionate and whether you personally think the government has gone far enough in condemning it.
Well, first of all, probably like everyone else in this room, from what I've seen and what I've heard and what we've all seen on our TV screens, I find it heartbreaking. The loss of innocent life, clearly Palestinian life, but also Israeli life. I find it absolutely heartbreaking. And like everyone else, I want to see an end to this fighting and an end to this killing.
I do not for one moment want to deviate from what the government is saying.
Well, you've described the Israeli action as disproportionate, and David Cameron has not been able to do that.
You can try to find sort of differences of language between us if you want, but I'm basically saying that I think that the line that's being taken by Philip Hammond and the government is correct. This is an appalling situation.
Baroness Warsi's call for David Cameron to immediately ban arms sales to Israel has been backed by the Liberal Democrats and some on her own side.
Whether or not any British equipment has been used against Gaza, the one sure way to ensure that it can't be used against Palestinian civilians is to ensure that we don't supply Israel.
But an export ban is difficult to achieve. It would have no effect on the weapons Britain sends to countries including America, India and Singapore, which could ultimately end up in Israel. No one denies that a lasting peace is the best solution, but how to achieve that is as challenging as ever.